Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and today I'll be working on a design for a brand, and you'll see my process and how the design comes to life. So the aspect ratio I'm using for this design is 4:5, which is 1080 as the width and 1350 as the height. So the next thing I'll do is I've created this background template for that particular brand that will make me designing um, single post designs for their social media seamless. So I'll just have to import that background. Alright, so I think this is it. So I'll be using this one. Alright, great. So the next thing I'll do, I'll stretch it so that it covers the whole of everything. As you can see, it has occupied everywhere, but if you notice, you see when I stretched it out to the edge, it just fill the corners. Why? Because the it's the same aspect ratio with the background, so everything just fits in. So I'll centralize it, then I lock that layer. So the next thing I'll be doing now is adding my text. I've already copied the design brief, the content of the design brief on my clipboard, so I just have to paste that content. Then I'll just edit the one I need. Alright. Okay. It's a hard chat, but so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get the text for the header. Understand? So this design is just like a simple text-based design, but eventually will come at night and passing the message effectively across their social media platform. So I'll be selecting their font, the brand font, which is this Proxima Nova bold. Then I reduce the spacing to make it look better. Alright, so that is enough for me. So the next thing I'll do is I will increase the size and reduce the text box so that let me see, 40 is enough for me. So I'll bring out my grid so that I'll know I'll get a proper alignment on this, on the whole design. I can't see the footer, but I'll work with those here. Okay, I'm trying to align the grid so that everything in this design will be aligned perfectly. So this today's class will just show you how I go about creating videos. Creating designs on Pixel Lab for clients and various people, different people I work with. So right now the text size is okay. Next thing I'll do, I reduce the line spacing because the gap is too much and it's making it look scattered. I don't want to reduce it that much so that the text won't be touching each other. So I think 5 is okay. Minus 5. This is okay for me. Let me reduce the text to 40. understand that. So next thing I'll do now is align it so that it touches that grid. Okay, I want to shift it a little. Alright, so the next thing I'll do is the color. So there's this style, there's this effect. It's just like a simple text effect I do for if I want to get something unique for the text. And this is how I do it. Take note. This is the color page, the graded section. So you'll see the interface like this because we are in landscape mode. But if you are in portrait, that is straight. The position of this element will be quite different. So this is it. I'll shift that slider to get a clear white. Take note, this is the style of gradient I chose. That is this one. This is the style of gradient I choose. This is the style of gradient I chose. So for this other dark part of the slider, what I'll do, I'll be reducing the opacity to 0, or I'll just turn it around, put it at the center. You understand? So this is it. As you can see, it's giving it this fade out effect. So this is quite okay for me. Next now I'll just have to pin it. And the next thing I'll be doing is those other little subheadings in the design brief. That is what I'll try to upload on my design. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'll take this from the design brief. I think this one I'm okay with this. So this last one I just cut out now. That will be the call to action. City, understand? So this is just what I need. Alright, so as you can see, the text is quite much. This is much. That is okay. I'll change the font. I don't like this default font. I'll be changing it to the brand font, the second brand font, which is, I think it's Sora Semi-Bold. So yeah, let me see Sora Semi-Bold. Alright. One thing I just noticed, the main heading is way down. I'm taking it up a little. Okay, this is okay for me. So this is just how the design is, just simple text based. No, I don't think I'll add any visual elements. I don't want this video to be and this is something that will be that will be okay for the brand also. Understand? So this semi-bold is too thick, the font weight is too thick. I think I'll switch to the regular version of this font. So which is this one? Yeah. Okay, this is okay for me. So the next thing I'll be doing now is I'll lock this layer, and I'll add another layer, text layer. This one will contain the call to action, which is this over here, right? As you can see, I've added it, and I'm using a semi-bold version of Sora, which is the font name for the call to action, so that it will be easy to spot. So I'll reduce the font size to, I think, 13 or 13. So this is it. So this is also a way you can use to create just basic text-based elements, maybe for to pass a specific information to your brand, to your audience, like that. You feel me? So the next thing I'll do is I don't this 13 is still too big, so I think 10 is okay. 10 is okay for me. Alright, so now we are done with this design and it came out the way I wanted it to be. So the only thing I'll just do is make some few adjustments to this. So just make a few adjustments so that the alignment of the layout will be balanced. So looking quite balanced in my eyes. You understand? Alright. So yeah, this is just how it is. I don't like this color fill I did for this one. Let me reduce this one to the opacity to the end. Yeah, exactly. This one. So I'll reduce the font weight for this text to more spacing is just giving makes the text loose. So let me say minus 3 is okay. Yep. So everything is balanced. I said that it just shift out of alignment when I reduce the line spacing for this. So I could just yeah. This is okay. Yeah, this is just okay. As you can see, we just created this simple design with this existing background layout. So for this, if you want to replicate this design, you can use a plain black background, and what you just do is plain black background. You can just add a rectangle like this, then you stretch the width all the way to the end, then add it to your canvas and put it at the bottom like this. You understand? That it gives you this footer effect when replicating this design. So for now, I don't think there's any need for you to put these details here. That is the social media handles, their tagline, and the name of the brand. So you just have to use any dark colored background, add that white rectangle at the bottom so that it gives you this footer stuff here. Then you add your text. You can type any text or just type any words and make sure you align them properly. You understand? And the next thing we'll be doing is you submit it in a group so that I'll review it and give you a guide on how to on the things you did well and the things you did not do well. You understand? So right. I don't know if I should still do other things to this design. Let's see how I can make this design better. So what I'll be doing now is I'm looking for an element to add. So these are previous elements I've used before. Let me see. Nope. Alright. Let me just add this purple radial stuff here. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to create a kind of effect on the design, and I reduce the opacity. So yeah, this is enough for me. And I pin that layer. Yeah, perfecto. So as you can see, This is the design we came up with in 15 minutes. So yeah, tell me what you think, and don't forget to drop the assignment in the group.